came across a drifting ship. I took a look inside. I found a note that someone wrote that said, take her for a ride. I set a course for sights unseen, went out to open sea. To my surprise, a bunch of sailors joined along with me. Now we're sailing on the mystery ship, and all the sailors here are really hip. There isn't any cost of membership. All you gotta do is join our trip. Yeah, I'm the captain of the mystery ship, and I'm a-calling all aboard this ship. I'm really hoping that you'll enjoy it up on the mystery ship. So bring a friend and come along with us aboard the mystery ship.
Well, let's have a look at you landlubbers. Let's get a gander at who is hanging out on the mystery ship this evening. How are you doing out there? My name is Zoso, dude. It pleases me to no end to look out and see all your smiling faces. How are you doing out there this beautiful Friday night, Friday, May 10th, 2024, year of our Lord? I am pleased as punch to have you with us. Are those waves a little rambunctious, or are they tolerable? I want them to be just sort of, kind of, oh, you know what it is? Is it the air conditioner blowing on my fan? On my mic? Ooh, that might be it. That might be it. It is hotter than Hades in this garage. It got up to, what are we at right now? We are currently at 82. We hit 88 today here in the Rogue Valley. I ran home at lunch. I parked my Jeep. I grabbed my other Harley. That's why I'll show you over here. It's a little dark. It's a little dark. You can't see much, but yeah, there's no Harleys to be seen. They're both outside waiting to be ridden. I rode the red one yesterday. I rode Libby yesterday. I rode Peggy today. Here's a looking at you, laddie. Oh, let's get a gander around the board real fast just to make sure. Just to make sure that we're up everywhere we're supposed to be up. It looks as though we are live. We are live at the home of the champions. How about over at YouTube? Are we live there? Oh, we're not only live. We have folks. We have folks. There says that there are 4 people watching, one of whom is known as Norma Williams. Great to see you, Norma. Hope you are healing up nicely. We are continuing to keep you in prayer, my dear. You keep on keeping on, little lady. Great to see you. Let's have a look at Rumble. Rumble says there's now 2 people there. Whoever you are, you 2 people, I freaking love you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for keeping the Rumble seat warm. Let's get on over to D Live, home of the Lemon Lovers. We have no shortage of people in the audience tonight over in Lemon Land. Currently, we have Of my 1.82K followers, 12 of them are aboard this evening, and I'm pleased as punch. That's a baker's dozen, as far as I'm concerned. Cosmic Grandpa in the house. Good to see you, my man. Spudley. That's right. That's right. Wait, are stickers working? Do I have to undo the stickers? Stickers, are they? Okay, stickers are working. Stickers are working. Lynn Winters in the house. Good to see you, little lady. Spudley, of course. Cosmic Grandpa. Mad Pogue. Bragging about mid-70s there. That is absolutely the best. That's like San Diego weather, okay? That's the best weather in the world, mid-70s. Nothing you can't do. Spud says he's sporting 60s up in his neck of the woods. Bad Zoot in the house. I knew it was getting warm in here. Whew. Man. Kate, how are you doing? Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Always a pleasure. Who else we got hanging out over there? I'm sure they'll show up. I'm sure they're going to show up. At least the ones who are watching and are talking. I've said hello to them. Val Kimber in the house. Good to see you, Val. Always a wonderful thing to look up and see my friend from Alabama. Brother, I truly, come hell or high water, I am going to shake your hand this summer when I go cross country. I am coming to meet you, and I'm going to bring pictures of Wilma just for you. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Let's see how the champions are doing over here. How are the champions tonight? Look at all those rock star badges. Look at all of those rock star badges. Holy moly. I'm seeing my dear sister Val Hall. Val called me just before the show for a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Give me a little shove in the right direction. Good to see you, sister. Thank you for your call. Means the world. Means the world. Crazy Chuck with a K checking in from Toledo. Good to see you, brother. Glad you're here. Prairie Fire in the house. He says that Girl Patriot is on it with the stickers. Holy smokes, look at that. She created, oh, you've got to see this. I've got to show this to you. So tonight we're talking about the Aurora Borealis. Oh, number one, I've got to have this sticker. I have to have that sticker. Look at this sticker that Girl Patriot made. It is the mystery ship with the Aurora Borealis behind it. What's going on? How come? Okay, here we go. I'm trying to show it right now. Yes, there it is. There it is. That is freaking amazing. She created it 18 minutes ago, right when I posted it. She created that sticker. She's freaking awesome, man. Awesome. Oh, I wish I was awesome. Something happens in this garage. I'm not kidding you. I've got gremlins. I've got gremlins. Every time I go away and then I come back in the garage, there's something amiss. And I can't put my finger on it. But tonight when I came in, my camera, one of the first things I do is check my camera. It was looking up at the ceiling. If somehow it got all the way on the other side of the room, somebody was fumbling about, fiddling about in the mystery ship today. I don't like that. I don't fiddle about in other people's areas. I wish they would leave me alone. Back to our beautiful people. Girl Patriot, thank you for that. That is a beautiful sticker. That is that's a grand slam home run right there. Wow. Angry Mary in the house sporting a new sticker of her own. Look at that. I've got to have that one. I don't have that one yet. Angry Mary made that one 9 days ago. That is a badass sticker. Holy crap. These people are phenomenal. Yeah, I want to show you this one. I gotta show you. Look at that sticker. That is poetry in motion. Wow. Wow. You see, over here in Foxhole Land, you can make your own stickers. You can make your own stickers in seconds and be sharing them. And as much as I love the good folks over at Lemon Land, man, You can't do that. You can't do that. Do you hear me? D Live Management over there? D Live Management? We want to make our own stickers at D Live. We don't want to have to conform to like 400 rules. You know, I have to I have to host somebody else's program for like 18 hours and all these rules so I can, I have to be a verified partner. I've only been broadcasting on here for what, 3 years? I've been the number one streamer several times. Help me out, D Live. Help me, okay? Help me now. I'll take you there. Ah, yes, yes. Zoe is in rare form tonight. I'm in a great mood. Due diligence in the house, sporting the SS Foxhole. Very cool. Bender to no one. What is going on, darling? Good to see you. Yes, indeed. Starface in the house. He's got a badass Jolly Roger right there. Gotta love that one. Gotta love that one. Well. Oh, my goodness. Who else we got? Who else we got hanging out over here? LT in the house. Good to see you. Goobage. Hello. Hello. Good to have you aboard, little lady. My goodness, all of our friends are Black Yoda in the house. The meeting can now commence. Black Yoda is upon us. Freaking fantastic to see you, my man. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing great. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Man, you would have loved last week's show. I was playing some funk. I was playing some, oh, man. You should have been there, buddy. Saturdays. Black Yoda, you know about my music show on Saturdays. We had, oh, my goodness. I was all over the place. EO2 Dave in the house. Great to see you, my man. Great to see you. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Dave Mick. Dave Mick is with us. This is getting better by the second, people. Dixie Doodle? Is that you? D Doodle? Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a wonderful evening. Joe Elaine, how are you, darling? Good to have you aboard. Joe Elaine got her mug. The Mambo mug that was won by Crazy Chuck with a K the other night. He donated it to Joe Elaine because she didn't have one. And I autographed it and mailed it to her, and she got it. She got it. Let's see. Who else? I just don't want to miss anyone. Don't want to miss a soul, because every soul aboard my ship matters to me. Every one of them. Every last one of them. Willie Fix-It in the house. Outstanding. Yes, gremlins are real. Don't kid yourself. Not for a second. I'm telling you, those sons are... The Texan just walked in the door from loafing all day, and he is exhausted. The Texan, folks, he loves his new job, but let me tell you, they are working his freaking ass off, okay? He works 4/12s with his days off kind of split in the middle of the week, like 2 days on, day off, 2 days on, 2 days off, but they're 12-hour days, and he's telling me what it's like to be hustling that bread and stuff in the back of a 57-footer that's 53-footer. He drags a big trailer. Anyway, he says when he opens up the back door, the warm bread just smells like you're in a bakery. I would probably eat half the truck if that was my job. Plain Truth is with us. How you doing out there? Good to see you. Folks, I am so excited. All these great people showing up. Wonderful to have you aboard. And I have got wonderful news, people. I have got absolutely wonderful news to start this show. Prayer Warrior Girl. You get the bell and the hour, gang. Salute, little lady. Good to see you. 57-foot trailer. No shit. Wow. It's a freaking city block. Man. So, great news. Great news. Our dear sister. Oh my God. I want to pull it up and show it to you. I want to pull it up and show you Susan Danielle's note because it was so heartwarming. Anyway, here's the news. Her daughter had her surgery. They took something out of the poor girl's neck. I think she's 17, maybe 18. They took a, she said it was like, those small red potatoes, which really aren't that small. I mean, they're not quite a russet or a, but they pulled this nodule out of the girl's neck, and it was right up against a couple of, like, if the surgeon had made slip, the slightest slip of the wrist, the girl could have been rendered damaged for the rest of her days. And thanks to our praying for her, everything is just hunky dory. She's home, she's safe, everything is good. Susan Danielle's probably getting the first good night's sleep she's had since they found out about this, which has been a couple of months. So wonderful news there. I also am happy to share that you guys, I've mentioned my sister-in-law a number of times, Lynette, the lady who owns the house that I live in, Paula's, Mrs. Zoe's sister. We've been praying for her because they found breast cancer. And great news. Great news. They went in, they did a biopsy. They're going to be able to treat it with radiation therapy, no chemotherapy. No chemotherapy. Folks, in this day and age, I'm telling you, that is, I mean, if I was ever diagnosed with cancer, this boy is not going in for chemo. No way. No freaking way. Not happening. So pat yourselves on the back out there. Pat yourselves on the back for being the wonderful prayer warriors that you are. It's working, people. It's working. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. Prayer freaking works. Tonight, tonight, your brother Zoe is going to look at the Aurora Borealis. And there's a reason why we're looking at it, people. There's a reason why we are looking at this, okay? Right now, as we speak, NOAA, the entity that governs all of the, they keep a keen eye on the globe and the oceans and all of that kind of stuff. NOAA has issued its biggest warning since 2005. I guess geomagnetic storms, kind of like earthquakes and other similar catastrophes, they have numbers, right? As do hurricanes, category 4, category 5. So I guess geomagnetic storms go up to 5. A G5 is the biggest one you can have. This one that is happening right now, as we speak, is a G4, which is just under extreme, okay? Just under extreme. Let me see if I have this. Do I have this? Did I bring that? I think I sent myself some good stuff. Anyway, bottom line is, depending on where you are in the United States, you could be seeing the Aurora Borealis tonight, even if you don't normally see it. Now, I'm extremely envious of anybody living in Montana or the northern tip of Idaho, like exactly where Salty Nuts lives, going across the upper part of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan. You guys are all in prime time viewing. You should be able to see the northern lights tonight in the sky. In fact, by the time this show ends here tonight, I could be seeing them here in Oregon. Now, the show is 3 hours ahead of me on the East Coast. That means about an hour from now, should be some primetime viewing for people like Prairie Fire, Artist 61. You guys, I want you to let me know if you can see any northern lights from your home. It's supposed to be like this is the best chance we've had to see them just outside of the Carrington event, and we'll be talking about that. But the Aurora, I saw the northern lights twice in my life. Once when I flew to Alaska, we flew in very late, and I will never forget it as long as I live. Up in the plane, first you could see them way off, and then as we got closer and closer and closer, I was just freaking in awe. In awe. It is one of God's miracles. God likes to tease us, and this is one of his best works. It really is. His handiwork knows no limits. The next night, my brother and I were out in the middle of the wilderness fishing, and we saw the northern lights again. It wasn't as spectacular as it would have been if I had been there in a different part of the time of the year. I went during the absolute brightest part of the year, but we saw them nonetheless. It was amazing. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. It's going to be very cool. It's going to be very cool. I'm so very glad you're here. Thank you, everyone, for showing up and taking one more quick peek around the horn just to see who has dropped in. We now have 7 people over at Rumble. Whoever you are, I freaking love you. Thanks for being here. Do we have any Twitchers? Maddie F&B in the house. You're right, man. I should have the mystery ship airbrushed on the side of my tanks. Dude, what a great idea. What a great idea. Good to see you, Maddie. He is in Pennsylvania, and I'm going to be I'm looking for unusual stops this year on my cross-country ride. I found a place in Bedford County, Pennsylvania. Now, I think that's south central Pennsylvania, Bedford County. They have a place there called Gravity Hill, where the road goes like this. And if you drop a ball, it rolls uphill towards you. There's some kind of voodoo going on there. I plan on visiting Gravity Hill. I'm going to go to all kinds of weird places like that. If I could find Mel's Hole in Washington, I would take you there. But anyway, that's a few weeks from now. I've got to finish my job first. I've got to finish this job first, and it's driving me to drink, people. And it was a short drive to begin with, as you know. I'm going to give you an opportunity right now to go refresh your drink. Go refresh your drink. Have a gaping Zarge. Take the dog out for just a second. This means you, Kate. Or do that voodoo that you do. But you have 2.5 minutes to refresh yourself and then come right back and hang out with us across the mystery ship as we take a ride into the Northern Lights. We will be back right after this little piece of video. See you on the other side. Why do we sail upon the mystery ship? 'Cause we never know where we'll go next. Good evening, friend Stephanie. How are you doing
And
tonight?
so, my
Whoa,
friends,
whoa.
we're so very
Stop
happy.
that. Stop that. I keep forgetting about that part. I have two versions of it, and I always choose the one that has a pre-recorded video. Anyway, audio. There's my Alice Cooper picture. I'm thrilled about my Alice Cooper picture. I'm thrilled about my Alice Cooper picture because I lost it. And I just found it tonight. I just found it again tonight. Can't believe it. Anyway, I'd like to take this moment to thank the wonderful people who come and watch this program. Whoever you are, you are amazing. From every corner of the world, the globe, you're all over the place, and I love you for it. Thanks for dropping by and hanging out with the sailors. Thank you oh so much to the people who support this program via lemons or gold pills or surprises in my Cash App or surprises in my PayPal. It happens when I least expect it. You know what's funny about it? It's normally when I'm like down and out in Beverly Hills. I will overextend myself, and out of nowhere I get this little bling, a little chime on my phone, and wouldn't you know it, somebody somewhere has sent old Zoe a little folding money. God bless you guys. Thank you for all that you do. But coming and hanging out is the biggest thing. The greatest way that you can help this show is simply to share it with others. Tell somebody about it. We're growing. We are growing. That's why my numbers I keep a close eye on my followers, and they are creeping up there. They are creeping up there, and I love it. I freaking love it. I love it so much that I give back on this program. We are currently enjoying, well, most of us, some of us, at least one of us is enjoying episode number 488 this evening, which means I'm just 12 shows away from the 500th episode of the Mystery Ship, the 500th program. On the night of the 500th program, I am going to give away a bunch of stuff, like Mystery Ship pillows. These are wonderful. They're soft. They're cushy. They're everything you wish. If I was a trucker, I'd want one of these under my butt. Oh, it feels so nice. So nice. Just ask Mrs. Spud. She loves hers. She likes this side the best. She's not too crazy about the Duska side. But she does tolerate it. You know, it's a rare thing. There's a very small, I can count them on one hand. The people who have met Duska in person. Okay? Mrs. Spud met Duska. She did. Besides pillows, I'm going to be giving away these ever-loving grab bags, the ones you kind of take to the store. A good American-made product. Very nice. Very nicely sewn. We got Mambo mugs to give away. Yep, the real Mambo mug, not an imitation. This is the big one, folks. This is the one they're all after. All right? You've seen Canadian Patriot 17 drinking out of his on air. Red Pill shows his off upon occasion. And I've even seen 412 bust his out and show it to his people. They're out there. They're out there. And this is one item that you just can't buy. You have to win it. Anybody who has one of these has won it. I don't just hand them out. You have to win it. So on the 500th show, I invite you to watch that evening and call in and win yourself a 20-ounce Mambo mug. It's too far. It's out of my reach. But you've seen the clocks, okay? I have some clocks to give away. It's going to be a wonderful thing. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful evening. I really hope you will join us on the evening that is my 500th program. Coming up quick. All right. Tonight, folks, wait, let me show you this. See this? This is my Alice Cooper. It's a Polaroid from, God, this is from like 80s. Oh, it has a date on it. 85, 1985. So I thought this was lost. I thought this was lost forever. And earlier today, when I was digging around the garage, I was looking for a lost electrical cord back here behind the guitars. I looked down and I saw this face down on the ground, and I'm like, son of a gun, because I keep my photos in this little pouch, this little blue pouch. What else we got? Oh, there's Tina Turner sitting on my lap. Tina sitting on my lap. Anyway, I was very happy about that because I thought I had lost it forever. I thought I only had it electronically. And you know, having a picture like that, it's nice to have it electronically, but you really want to be able to hold it in your hands and show it to people. So there it is. You've seen them. You've seen them. The Aurora Borealis, as I mentioned earlier tonight in the program, anybody who is in the northern United States right now, you have a chance of seeing the northern lights this evening. Normally, we can't see them from this neck of the woods. It just doesn't happen that way. Well, let's see. Preview for this file is not supported. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All right. I got to do something different then. I have to do something different. Let's see if I can call this up a different way. See if I can call this up a different way. Yes, we'll call it up this way. So earlier today when I was at work, I got a little blingy bling on my computer. I got a little bling on my computer at work, and when I called it up, I found this news article. This news article that says that due to basically a perfect storm, Americans as far south as Alabama and North California could be treated to the show of the Northern Lights this weekend from a powerful geomagnetic storm headed towards Earth, officials said. If the weather conditions are right, people in wider areas on the map could look up and see the Aurora Borealis. So, where's the map? Hang on. There is a map. Oh, I have to hit continue reading. Continue reading. There it is. There is the map. Here is the map. Okay, so see this red line? This red line is the edge of where you can see it. But the thing is, you need to be within 620 miles of the red line. You don't have to have it over the top of your head in order to see it this evening. If you are within 620 miles of this red line, you, my friends, might be able to see the Northern Lights this evening. Now, I'm going to bet that people like Prairie Fire and Artist 61, if they have marginal cloud cover this evening, you should be able to see the Northern Lights tonight. Now, Artist 61 said this is, I guess it's a regular, maybe not regular, but it is a common occurrence in her world. It's not so much of a surprise for her. She's seen them before. In fact, I think she sent me a picture of them the last time we talked about it, which was just a few days ago. All right, what's going on here? Why is that not behaving? Why is it not behaving? I have great upload speeds tonight. Absolutely beautiful upload speeds tonight. Yes, I do. Seriously. I don't know. There's something going on. So The Northern Lights, also known as the Aurora Borealis, or just the Aurora. Let me let me splash a couple of pictures. Let me splash a couple of pictures on here for you because these things, they really are magnificent. There are so many images, so many images of the Northern Lights. Look at this. I'll just throw this page right up here. You can see the different hues. You can see the different hues. They're not just green, okay? They're not just green. You get some red, some purple. I mean, I'm not kidding you. If I ever went to one of those, is it in Finland or something, where you can rent this little tent that has a glass dome? Is it Finland? Something like that. If I ever went up to see this, I would be inclined to have a bag of mushrooms with me. I just, I don't know that I can help myself. I really don't. It is really spectacular. It really is. This is the stuff that dreams are made of. Look at that. Look at that. Just picture yourself gazing up and seeing that in your yard tonight. This could be you. It could be you. It might be Iceland. Zoot, it might be Iceland where you can go rent a cottage. But, I mean, what exactly are these dang things? Okay. Here's something that I did not know. Here's something I didn't know. I've always, my whole life, being a Yankee, being an American, I always thought they called them the Northern Lights for a reason, but they can also be seen at the South Pole, in the Southern Hemisphere. Yes. I wonder if they call those the Southern Lights. I previously, until today, I did not know that. All I know is there is a chance that some of us could be looking up at this tonight in our own yards. I am really hoping I get to see them tonight here in Oregon, where they say we have a pretty good chance. So auroras display dynamic patterns of brilliant lights that appear as curtains, rays, spirals, or dynamic flickers covering the entire sky. They are the result of disturbances in the magnetosphere caused by a solar wind. Major disturbances result from enhancements in the speed of the solar wind from coronal holes and coronal mass ejections. That is the sun belching. That's basically what it is. It is the sun belching. Okay? It sends out charged particles into the magnetospheric plasma. These particles, mainly electrons and protons, precipitate into the upper atmosphere. The resulting ionization and excitation, I love excitation, especially late on a Friday night, of atmospheric constituents emit light of varying color and complexity. The form of the aurora, occurring within bands around both polar regions, is also dependent on the amount of acceleration imparted to the precipitating particles. I've always had a thing about precipitating particles myself. Okay, where is my downloads? Where they go? Right there. There we go. This, my friends, is what we call the magnetosphere. Okay, now this is not to size. This has been blown up for dramatic effect. But there you see right there, okay, that is the sun emitting a coronal ejection. a coronal ejection, and it blasts to the Earth, where the Earth's magnetosphere, which is normally protecting us from all of this nastiness, it is like it's exactly like Spock. Put up our shields, Scotty. I must have our shields. Okay, it's exactly like that. Actually, that's a pretty good drawing, pretty good artist's rendering. It even kind of resembles the Starship Enterprise, doesn't it? In a strange way. Look how teeny tiny the Earth is right there. All right. So, coronal mass ejections. Just the sound of it sounds dirty, doesn't it? I thought I had a coronal mass ejection a couple nights ago in bed. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So let me show you what it says here in Wikipedia regarding coronal mass ejections. Can you see this? No, you can't because I don't have it on the screen. Look at this. Look at this. That is the sun. That is our friend, the sun, blasting out particles. You see how dramatic that is? I mean, this is the sun just killing it right now, blasting out those freaking particles. That all plays part of the mix that creates this Aurora Borealis. I want to bring this back over here. Yes, I do. And I want to enlarge it so I can read it to you. Yes, a coronal mass ejection is a significant ejection of magnetic field and accompanying plasma mass from the sun's corona into the heliosphere. CMEs, as they are called, referred to, are often associated with solar flares and other forms of solar activity. But a broadly accepted theoretical understanding of these relationships has not been established. So, in other words, this is what they think it is. It's what they think it is. Those of you who are flat earthers, I'm sure you think that God sends them. It's just like when I was a little boy in the back seat of my mom's car. I was 4 years old, and I asked my mom, "Where do babies come from?" And she said, "Oh, honey, God sends them." Well, I think it's the same thing with these solar flares. I think God sends them. But if a CME enters interplanetary space, it's referred to as an interplanetary coronal mass ejection. ICMEs are capable of reaching and colliding with the Earth's magnetosphere, where they can cause geomagnetic storms, aurorae, which is more than one aurora, and in rare cases, damage electrical power grids. That is precisely, folks, what is going down right now. That is what is going down right now. We are experiencing the biggest one in 20 freaking years. 20 years since the big one. And I mean the real big one. We've had others. Minor ones like G3s. I mean, it's enough to bring up the topic over dinner, but it's not enough to send out on television, "Hey, you could see the Aurora Borealis this evening." Now, oh man, that is tasting good tonight. That is really tasting good tonight. I've got to tell you, I yearn to see the Aurora Borealis tonight. I really, really hope I can see it. So look at this. Look at this. Let me pull this up full size. This is our dear sister, Artist 61. Artist 61, I think I figured this out. That is her yard tonight. See those lights? You see that? Let me show you a different one. That is her backyard on a different night. That is Artist 61's backyard on a different night, but this is her backyard tonight, and it's not even prime viewing hours yet. So it looks like they're going to come through. By goodness, it looks like we might have something worthy of note this evening. Thank you, Steph, for sending that along. I hope it rocks your world back there. Prairie Fire, do you have any you got any light in your yard right now? Due diligence, you're way up there. You are way up there. You could you and Spudley, if you have clear skies tonight, you guys could see some Aurora Borealis this evening. Are you aware? Willie, fix it. Spud says it won't be dark there for a while. That's exactly. Spud and I are in the same time, same time zone. Thank you, Artist 61. And she says you're welcome. So, I'm jealous of those who are already in the dark. So this time of year, as we approach June 21st. Or is it June 18th? No, it's the 21st. It stays light here in Southern Oregon, at least where I live. It stays light until just about 10 minutes to 10 at night. Now, this is May, or early May. So it'll probably stay light until like 9:20 this evening, something like that. That's when it starts getting dusky. That's when Duska comes alive. How you doing, kid? Anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited about tonight. I'm going to stay up late. I'm going to stay up as late as I can. I might even set an alarm to see if I can see these damn things from my yard tonight. That would be so cool. I didn't get to see, I sure as hell didn't get to see totality, but maybe I can see some freaking Aurora Borealis. What do you think? Wouldn't that be freaking cool? Now, this, where is it? Where is it? Here we go. What is going on here? That's what I want. That's what I want right there. This event that is happening right now, tonight, okay, this geomagnetic storm, this perfect storm that we are experiencing, folks, you know how they love to sell fear porn? I am not. I am not the slightest bit interested in fear porn. They were saying though that, oh my goodness, the internet could go down and all of these things, so this little drama that unfolding right now, this is what it's looking like. This is what it's looking like right now. This is what is happening to our Earth. We are getting blasted like this right now. It's going to happen for the next 48 hours. For the next 48 hours. Those of you right above the Great Plains, you got a great chance of seeing this tonight. You really do. I really hope I see it. I really, really hope I get to see it tonight from Oregon. But this event is nowhere near what it could be. What it could be. I'm sure many of you have heard of a little item called the Carrington event. If you haven't, I'm going to share it with you this evening. So, over 100 years ago, 100 years before I was born, in fact, a couple of amateur astronomers in Great Britain had been studying. These guys were, seriously, they were at the forefront of studying things like coronal mass ejections, okay? This science was, it wasn't anything to write home about. But these two young, very young guys, one named, what the hell's his name? Richard Christopher Carrington and his sidekick, Richard Hodgson, no relation to the boys in, never mind. Uh, Richard Christopher Carrington recorded this, and he actually drew a map of what he saw coming out of the sun. So he first noticed a coronal mass ejection in late August, but it takes actually several days for this to reach the Earth. And what happened is there was one ejection, and then behind it was a bigger, more powerful ejection than the first. It caught up to here's the little guy coming towards the Earth. The second one came along and enveloped it, and it hit the Earth with the old 1-2 punch that blew people's minds. They saw, people back then saw the Aurora Borealis in Cuba. They saw it in Colombia at the equator. It was seen in Australia. It was seen all over the United States. And it had some really, really bizarre effects upon the Earth. It was a geomagnetic storm like nobody's business. On the 1st and 2nd of September 1859, one of the largest geomagnetic storm ever recorded occurred. Estimates of the storm's strength, well, it doesn't matter. I don't even know how to pronounce those Greek letters. But the storm was thought to have been initiated by a major CME that traveled directly towards Earth, taking 17.6 hours to make the 150 million mile journey. Typically, CMEs take several days to arrive to Earth, but it is believed that the relatively high speed of this particular CME was made possible by a prior CME. Just like I told you, a first one kind of went off and kind of like cleared the way. So when the second one came along, there was nothing. It just went kabam, bang, zoom. Alice, you're going to the moon. The initial Aurora event happened on August 29th that cleared the way of ambient solar wind plasma for the Carrington event to take place. They actually named this event after the young astronomer who had been studying it. Just before noon on September 1st, 1859, English amateur astronomers Carrington and Hodgson independently recorded the earliest observations of a solar flare. Carrington and Hodgson compiled independent reports which were published side by side in monthly notices of the Royal Astronomical Society and exhibited their drawings of the event in November 1859 at the first meeting of the Royal Astronomical Society. So how about that feather in your cap for these young bucks? Because of a geomagnetic solar flare observed, it was also observed by a Scottish physicist. So these guys, these young men, their work was corroborated by other older astronomers, men of letters, okay? Real people. They agreed with what these young guys came up with. It was amazing what happened to our planet at the time. So 1859, okay? There's no phones. There are no telephones, all right? No radios, no televisions, anything like that. Man communicated, the old telegraph. Western Union. Anyway, there's an article from a newspaper from Saturday, September 3rd, 1859, that reads as the following. And I love this. This is just a clipping of a newspaper back in 1859. Something like this shows me how educated the common man was as compared to today, where we have been reduced to a bunch of freaking morons, you know, butchering the English language. I'm ashamed to be a modern day English speaking people who spoke the King's English. They don't live anymore. They're long gone. Anyway, this article appeared September the 3rd, 1859. Those who happened to be out late on Thursday night had an opportunity of witnessing another magnificent display of the auroral lights. The phenomenon was very similar to the display on Sunday night, although at times the light was, if possible, more brilliant and the prismatic hues more varied and gorgeous. The light appeared to cover the whole firmament, apparently like a luminous cloud through which the stars of larger magnitude indistinctly shone, like you could barely see the stars through the aurora. The light was greater than that of the moon at its full, but it had an indescribable softness and delicacy that seemed to envelop everything upon which it rested. Between 12 and 1 o'clock, when the display was at its full brilliancy, the quiet streets of the city, resting under this strange light, presented a beautiful as well as singular appearance. Don't you wish people who wrote articles in the newspaper wrote like that? You know? Instead of the D's, Dems, and Does. Oh, man. So, this is what's crazy. There was an Australian gold miner, okay? This guy's in Australia, and this appeared in the Daily News paper in Perth. He says, I was gold digging at Rokewood, about 4 miles from the Rokewood township outside Victoria. Myself and two mates, looking out of the tent, saw a great reflection in the southern heavens about 7 o'clock p.m., and in about half an hour, a scene of almost unspeakable beauty presented itself. Lights of every imaginable color were issuing from the southern heavens, one color fading away only to give place to another, as if possible more beautiful than the last, streams mounting to the zenith, but always becoming a rich purple when reaching there, and always curling around, leaving a clear strip of sky which may be described as 4 fingers held at an arm's length. The northern side from the zenith was also illuminated with beautiful colors, always curling around at the zenith, but were considered to be merely a reproduction of the southern display, as all colors south and north always corresponded. It was a sight never to be forgotten, and was considered at the time to be the greatest aurora recorded. The rationalist and pantheist saw nature in her most exquisite robes, recognizing the divine eminence, immutable law, cause, and effect. The superstitious and the fanatical had dire forebodings and thought of it as a foreshadowing of Armageddon and final dissolution. That was a miner. That was a gold miner. That was the that was the level of writing used by a simple gold miner with a pan out in the, probably not a sophisticated fellow, but he relayed that pretty well. Another amazing thing happened during the Carrington effect, and this happened to the telegraph systems, because the geomagnetically induced current from the electromagnetic field, telegraph systems all over Europe and North America, they failed. In some cases, giving their operators electric shocks. Telegraph pylons threw sparks flying off of the power poles. Okay? Can you believe this crap? Some operators were able to continue to send and receive messages despite having disconnected their power supplies. This following conversation occurred between two operators of the American Telegraph line between Boston, Massachusetts and Portland, Maine on the night of September the 2nd, 1859, and this was reported in a Boston newspaper called the Evening Traveler. So the Boston telegraph operator says to the Portland guy, please cut off your battery entirely for 15 minutes. The Portland operator says, will do so. It is now disconnected. The Boston guy says, mine is disconnected and we are working with auroral current. How do you receive my writing? The Portland guy says, better than with our batteries on. Current comes and goes gradually. Boston says, my current is very strong at times, and we can work better without the batteries, as the aurora seems to neutralize and augment our batteries alternately, making current too strong at times for our relay magnets. Suppose we work without batteries while we are affected by this trouble. Portland said, very well. Shall I go ahead with business? Boston says, yes, go ahead. So, in other words, these telegraph operators, there was so much electric current flowing through the air, kind of like what Tesla wanted to give to everyone, free current flowing through the air. These guys were able to operate their telegraph systems completely power-free. Power-free. Lightning flew off the top of the poles, the telegraph poles. Crazy. Crazy. Now, there have been other similar events. Nothing like the Carrington event. Now, could we see another Carrington event in our lifetime? It is possible. It is possible, but they say, the powers that be, they estimate that if for some reason there were to be a Carrington event today, it would cost between $774 billion to $3.35 trillion to fix all the machinery. I mean, all of our modern day computers and all that would be fried. That would be fried by this event. I almost wonder what it would be like. I mean, what if we ever did get an EMP? What if an EMP happened in this country and it just neutralized our freaking internet, right? There was no internet, there was no television, and the only people who'd be able to communicate would be those of us with landlines. It would be like going back to the 60s or the 70s. You know what's so cool about it? I mean, I bet 3/4 of this audience, they wouldn't even bat an eye. They would just say, man, that's great. Throw in my cell phone. Don't have to watch TV. Let's go outside and play until the street lights come on. What do you think? I think it would be extraordinary. I am hopeful. That before tonight is over, someone in our audience sends in a picture like this from the northern part of the United States. I think it would be the coolest thing ever. I'm hopeful that Steph, when things warm up a little bit, it's still rather early back there. They say the best viewing time is between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. So we got some time. Spud, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about you you being able to see it tonight. Do you have clear skies up there, Spudley? Due diligence? Are you guys got clear skies up there? I bet it'd be awesome. I bet it'd be awesome. Oh man. All right. Let me kill this. Let me kill that. Let me go digging here for a minute. Let me go digging here for a minute. There's something I'm looking for. There's something I'm looking for in particular, and I don't think I can find it. Oh, that's what I'm looking for right there. That's what I'm looking for right there. All right, my friends. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, I'm going to turn on the telephone. I'm going to plaster my number all over the screen, and I hope you will call in. I want to hear from those of you who have seen the Northern Lights. I want to know where you saw them, and I want to know if you are anywhere in that map that I showed. I'll put the map up again. I want to know if there's a chance that you might see them tonight, and are you going to stay up late? Are you going to stay up late to watch them? Because this is Mother Nature at her finest. This is a rare event, people. This is freaking magic. I really hope we see him. I'm going to be up. Oh, there's something that I did see. Some scientist guy posted that if you can just barely see the Northern Lights, use your cell phone to take a picture, because your cell phone can see things that you can't. So although your eyes might be playing tricks on you, your cell phone might reveal that you're really right in the thick of it. So who knows? We'll find out on the other side of this little piece of video right here. Yes, the free YouTube music. The free YouTube music that won't get me in trouble. That kind. That kind of music. Let me turn that off. Turn off. Turn off, I say. Stop it. I shut you off, damn it. Close that down and it won't happen again. It won't happen again. By the way, I am releasing the lemons. Something happened to the lemons the other night. We had a bot. We had a bot come in. Oh, look at this. Lynn Winters and Artist 61 gobbled them all up. Yes, they did. I love it. I love it. We'll do it again later. We'll do it again later. I learned that you can release the treasure chest not once, but multiple times during the evening, so we'll give it another shot later. We will give it another shot later. You're very welcome, Steph. You're very welcome. During the Carrington event in 1859, they saw brilliantly the Aurora Borealis in Arkansas and in Arizona in the west. That's how far. That's how far south it went. That is insane. Tonight, we're hoping. Oh, let me show the map again. Let me show that map again. Where is it? It's here in my. It's here in my. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Inbox. Is that it? Oh, for God's sakes. Really, Zoe? Did you freaking lose it again? I want to show this map one more time to you. I want to show you this map one more time. Because you, people, you could be missing out on something this evening. There's the map. Let me put it on the screen. Let me put it on the screen. All right, so here I am. I see the red line right there? That's your brother Zoe. If you are within 620 miles of this red line, you could see, it is possible that you will see the Aurora Borealis this evening. It goes across Oregon, right across lower Idaho, all the way through Wyoming, down into Nebraska. Nebraska. That means you, Porpoiseful, you might be able to see them this evening. Iowa is in the thick of it. Halfway through Illinois, the northern part of Indiana should get it tonight. Ohio's looking good. Pennsylvania's looking really good. You guys, I mean, a lot of our sailors are in this band up here. It could happen for you. It could really happen for you tonight. I hope that it does. I hope that it does. If you get a glimpse of them tonight, I want you to send me an email with a picture, would you? And I'll show them off tomorrow. I will show them all off tomorrow when this happens. When this happens. Have I told you boys about boys and girls? Have I told you about my daughter needing your vote? This is free for nothing. It doesn't cost a thing. My daughter, Ashley, has the opportunity, there's a chance that she could be on the front cover of, it's a health and fitness magazine. Let me find the link. I want to share it with you, if I may. Here we go. There it is. There it is. Okay. Let me copy this real fast. Bear with me, folks. I'm trying as best I can. I hope that pulls up when I ask it to. Oh boy, she's slipping. She is slipping. All right. So this is my daughter, my very hard-working workout daughter. Let me come back over here and grab this and pull this out. Now this kid has a six-pack. I'm not kidding you. This kid has a six-pack. See this link up on top of the page up here? Way up here? Right there. Control. I'm going to be audacious enough to drop it into the chats. I'm going to drop it into the chats. Folks, if you would be so kind as to go and vote for my daughter. She was in second place. She's slipping. And I'll tell you why she's slipping, because her dear old dad is falling down on the job. About the time I realized I didn't vote for her last night, it was like 2 minutes after midnight, and I thought, oh my goodness, I missed a perfectly good opportunity. Now it's free for nothing. Okay, it's free for nothing to vote for this kid. You just hit the word vote right there, and then down on the bottom of the page, a little lower on the bottom of the page, you'll see you get one free vote right here. Just click on that. Click on that, and you will find out that yes, you voted. You indeed voted for Miss Ashley Sella. Miss Ashley Sella. Free voting. So if you would be so kind as to vote for my daughter, she needs the help. She needs the help right now, people. She is, you can vote once a day. You can vote once a day. Doesn't cost you a penny. Not even a nickel. Nothing. Costs you nothing to vote for my daughter. I'm a father begging on his knees. Please help this kid out. It pains me. It pains me to think that there are rich people out there who would want to see their daughter on the cover of the magazine and would buy the votes. As you saw down at the bottom, it is possible to buy votes. I think that's who would stoop to such a low depth to get their daughter on a fitness magazine, except for guys like me. I will admit I bought some votes. I may have to buy some more votes. I may have to buy some more votes for my daughter. At least get her back up into second place. But this kid is ripped. She would look so good. She would look so good on that magazine. Needless to say, if she makes it to the cover of the magazine, she wins 20 grand. 20 grand. That wouldn't hurt her feelings. It wouldn't hurt her feelings. Anyway, if you would be so kind, you can vote once a day, every day, until I think the cutoff is like May 12th or May 16th, something like that. Please go and vote. Doesn't cost you a nickel. I need to say a couple of hellos here. I'm seeing some wonderful people. Dragon Sage is, wait a minute. He is in Canada, just north of outside of Buffalo, New York. He's saying, I'm watching it and taking pictures right now. Are you seeing the Aurora, Dragon? That is amazing. Wow. Mud Rabbit is in the house. How are you doing? Have you officially moved? Have you officially moved tonight? As of tonight? Yes. Never Jabber says, if we all voted and told someone else, boom. I like the way you think, my friend. I like the way you think. That is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you to Black Yoda. Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly. And Jo Elaine is posting, she is posting the link again and again and again. Thank you guys very, very much for your help. I've heard through the grapevine, Joelaine and Val, that you've been posting my daughter's link all over Foxhole, and I appreciate that so very, very much. You rock. You rock. All right, so I'm waiting to hear back from Dragon Sage. I wonder if he is seeing it. Okay, so Susan Danielle says she hopes to see the lights tonight. Dragon Sage should be, he says, I'm watching it and taking pictures right now. Wow, that's cool. And then we've got, of course, I thought I saw Better Lately in the chat. He ought to be in the thick of it right now. Except maybe it's not dark enough yet for him. Maybe it's not dark enough yet up there. I should text him and find out if he's seeing it. Well, let's find out. Let's find out. Hey, Ron, are you able to see the Aurora Borealis right now? Ron, not run. Stupid phone. Stupid phone. How can I enunciate more clearly? I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay. All right, there's a number appearing on your screen right now. There is a number on your screen right now. If you are able to see the Aurora Borealis right now, and I'm talking to you people back east, I want you to call in, okay? You're in the dark right now. Call in. I want to know where you are and where you can see it from, because this is freaking exciting. This is really exciting, but I don't want to limit it to if you're seeing it right now. If you have seen it in your lifetime, if you have gone somewhere and have seen the Aurora Borealis, I want you to call in. I want you to call in and tell me what it was like. Did you enjoy it? I believe we have a call coming in right now. Welcome aboard the mystery ship. Who do I have on the line?
Hey, permission to come aboard, man. It's Willie.
Willie boy, what are you up to?
I'm going out right now. I'm taking my dog with me, and I'm looking up, and it's cloudy-ish, hardly cloudy. We ain't got shit here. It ain't supposed to hit here till Saturday night, but it's
Really?
dark, and it's just dark.
So there
But
is.
It's going to be what it is, and it's going to be what it is, and it's nowhere near what the Carrington event was. The
Oh, no,
Carrington
not
event
even.
was 100 times more.
Oh, yeah.
Happening, even though 20 years ago something happened, right? Well, remember what happened 20 years ago?
Right.
No, I don't remember what happened yesterday, but I kind of remember what happened 20 years ago, and it was no big deal too. I mean,
exactly.
I wasn't even following the sun back then. But man, the way the COVID shots or the put your mask on went with the solar flares, it's funny. And why did it happen? Because the crazy porn star fucking, why? What are they distracted from? Why does one thing add to the other? You know what I mean? This is the way I'm looking at it. You know what I mean? Because it's always like, oh no, the sun is going to kill us. The sun is going to kill us. Right? But it's not is what it is. My buddy was on Alex Jones with that solar observer fucking guy, SO guy, and he fucking spanked him with data and shit because, because if you're old and you know. And it's funny how it went so crazy. There's this Into the Wind guy or Into the something guy that, he's pulling up all this shit and he's saying this and he's saying that. And my buddy Jim Lee, you know Jim Lee, right?
Oh, yeah.
He debunked this shit and straightened everybody out back in like 06 or 09 or 11 or whatever the fuck it was, years ago.
Right.
He's got all the shit. He's got all the crap. And people now are bringing up the same crap again. the chemtrail thing, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, Willie, have you
know what the
ever?
chemtrails are? You know what the chemtrails are? It's really toxic fuel going through engines and burning up into the atmosphere, and planes fart. And yep, it is a problem. And you know what the problem is? There's too many fucking planes right now, and that's the problem. And yeah, can they do?
So you're not a fan of
everything
the.
else?
You're not a fan of the aluminum, barium, strontium in
That's
in
what comes
nanoparticles.
out. That comes out of tailpipes. Yes, it's what comes out of jet engines. I got no
Is it some
problem
kind of
with
new
all that
fuel?
shit. It just comes out. It's pollution. And if you look at the graph of the planes and how many planes in the sky, and if you go back with Jim's shit and his research that he's done forever, they had a problem with chemtrails or smoke clouds, they called them back in the day, and they made planes, divert their patterns and do different shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't cloud people. It's been going on since forever. Nothing is new. It's not, and every single plane ain't blowing shit all over the place.
So back to
they
the
do it and they-
back to the topic of tonight's show, Willie. Have you ever seen the Aurora Borealis?
Yes, I have.
Where did you see them?
Up in Alaska.
You were in Alaska?
And we were smoking Matanuska Thunderfuck, okay? You know what that is, right? Matanuska Valley is where they grow them watermelons that are like you can barely pick up. And they got cabbage heads that are bigger than your head and everything because they get the 24-hour sun.
Right.
Right? Well, they also grow weed, right? And that's where that Matanuska Thunderfuck comes in, right? However, whatever, right? I was up there visiting my buddy, and it happened, right? And it was just like a green wisp in the sky, and I'm like, what are you talking about? So you see it, right? And I was like, yeah, well, it just didn't look like much. I wasn't impressed. I'm hoping for the impressive, what do you call it, Northern Lights this time around, Aurora Borealis.
Right.
But, it's so easy for fear porn or something else, and how come it got drubbed up so much? I was so happy that my buddy got on Alex Jones today. My buddy, the geologist, Diamond a Dave, Oppenheimer Ranch. You fucking look him up. You watch him. He's the shit, right?
Okay.
He's Spank's Suspicious Observer, even though OSO was on Frank's show, whatever. The guy's a fucking joke, but he's got, clickbait fear porn. Oh, it's a kill shot. The world's going to end. Crap.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
And it's like, no, it's 100 times less than what happened in 1887 or whatever it was, 1889. When
It's not even in the same ballpark.
It wiped out. It burned the telephone poles down. Oh,
Right.
That Carrington event was no joke.
That was a serious deal, and yes, if it were to happen today, it could cripple us. Right, but I mean, the thing about tonight is, or this weekend, because it's happening both Friday and Saturday.
Oh yeah,
there's two.
How
I
long
put
the
up
Carrington event lasted?
3 days. Yeah.
No, I think it was even more than that.
Yeah.
Well, however, we got a 3-day. It's just not even supposed to happen until like now tonight, right?
It's going to.
Whatever. However, I heard whatever.
This is tomorrow night's. This is tomorrow night's map on the screen right now.
Oh yeah. I don't care about no sticky maps, but it's supposed to hit us now. It hit the fucking space shuttle and the other thing, and I heard about all this shit, and I've been following it. And it's a little one, and a little one, and a little one.
It is a little one, but it's
which is the coolest thing, man. They ate Uncle Posey, man. Do you understand?
It's a neat opportunity.
Uncle Posey in Guam or wherever he was, because of all the influx of Hispanic voters. That was the story. I'm telling you, man. Come on, man.
Well, that's
No,
I'm Willie. I'm always a fan.
It's not supposed to hit till tomorrow night for heavy duty. The first ones come. There was 6 of them or something, right? The first 2 hit tonight, right? It's wild if you Google it up. Purple. It's purple. I call it. The guy said everything was pink, right? And I'm like, no, fuck, it ain't pink. It ain't gay. It's magenta.
I'm a big fan of when they have. I'm a big fan of when they have moments like this. When they have moments like this, It's
But
the perfect time to turn around and look behind you 180 degrees because it means something else somewhere else must be going on of major importance, and they want to
could be the end
distract
of the
you with
internet.
this.
That's why I wanted to call you first.
All right, I'm gonna let you
The end
rumble,
of the
Willie.
internet.
Thanks
But
for
I
the
love
call,
you,
buddy.
man. But I think we're going to be okay. You know why?
Of course we are.
Because it's like 100 times less.
I
than
just
the
hope we get to see
American
some
event
lights.
that
That's
took us
all I
out,
hope.
Years ago.
I just hope we get to see some lights. That's all. I'll talk to you, my man.
I want to see the Aurora Borealis here, too, and I'm north, way up north. They're saying it can go down as low as Alabama, down to, what's his name, our buddy there. What the hell's his name? Val Kimmer. He might get...
I don't think it's going that far tonight.
No,
right.
But see, because tonight is like early, and it's supposed to hit right about now when you're talking, and I'm looking up in the sky, I see stars and nothing.
There you go.
I'm outside in the back porch looking around.
Yeah, I think you're a little too low down there, Willie.
See, nobody knows, really.
That's
but
exactly
it comes through and it slows down, it goes up.
We'll talk to you soon, my man. I appreciate the call.
Thank you.
See you, buddy.
It was the last Friday of the interwebs. I'm glad I got to talk to you.
There you go.
Because, it's a kill shot.
Willie, the inimitable Willie Fix-It right there. Right there. The one, the only Willie Fix-It. Yeah, where's that Memorex picture when you need it? Where's that Memorex picture when you need it? I hope that at least some of our people get to see it tonight. Now, I reached out to my buddy Ron, Better Lately, who is, he's up there in Canada, but he's in mountain time, and he says, hey, it's not dark enough here yet. So maybe later when it gets dark, they'll get to see the lights. I hope that, he's, of all of us, I think he probably has the best shot. He probably has the best shot of seeing some of this. Goobage, is that you or is this Razor?
It's me. Razor's out in Peoria, Illinois. He's going to get ready to play a disc golf tournament.
Oh, wow. Well, how are you doing?
I am doing good.
Awesome.
I'm looking out my back door to see if I can see the Northern Lights. Mm-hmm. Because I was raised in Canada.
Yes.
And I got to go camping and I got to see them.
So let's take a look at where you're at on the map. You are right. Yep, you are in Valparaiso, which is right here, literally right there. You are you are right in it. You are in it. If we get to see them, you got a good chance of seeing them.
Well, if I stay awake that long.
Wait a minute. You used to be a night owl.
No. I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work.
Oh, that's right. So, yeah, no matter what, it's going to be hard for you to stay awake until, like, midnight.
Yeah, but I'm looking out the door. I'm out here on my doorstep, and...
Is it dark?
I see clouds. No, I see scattered clouds.
Okay. So it's not dark there yet?
No, it's dark.
Oh, it is in Indiana? Okay. All right.
Yep. It's dark. It's just, even when I remember seeing them in Canada as a kid when we were camping, they weren't that big of a light show like you would expect, like a 4th of July or something like that.
Yeah.
They're very subtle.
Okay.
They're very, very subtle. And you just see these little lights across the sky, and it's, I don't know what everybody's losing their minds about. Really.
I don't think it's worth losing our mind over it. I just think it would be awesomely cool if some of us got to see it who don't normally see something like that. I think it would be amazing. I'm hoping I get to see it.
And that would be awesome. It was like, I remember when Raymond and I left California and moved here to Indiana in end of 2016. We actually went through another sky event when there was like shooting stars and stuff. And we were driving through Idaho, and there was this big, bright shooting star that was crashing to Earth somewhere. And Raven was just like freaking amazed because how bright and beautiful it was.
I think those meteor shooting stars are cool. Mrs. Zoe and I I think it was maybe 6 months ago. There was a very famous meteor shower, and we got up in the middle of the night and went outside and set up lawn chairs right here because we live on top of a mountain, so we have absolutely zero light pollution here. We have a perfect place for viewing. Like if we were to be able to see the aurora tonight, you could see it from where I live because there's just no light from the city surrounding us. We are in the dark.
The wolves and the eagles would be out there sitting there watching the sky.
We sat out front and watched this meteor shower, and it was truly spectacular. Really a cool thing to see, shooting star after shooting star after shooting star. Like every 15 seconds or so. Really a neat thing. I can only imagine what it would be like to be like out in the middle of the Tules somewhere where there's, I'm...
That's the thing. But I remember that, though, from when I was a kid in California. My mom took us to watch a sky event like that, and it was shooting star after shooting star after shooting star.
Yeah.
But that was back in the freaking 70s.
Huh. Well.
You know, and it's God's world. It's God's nature. And when we stop and pay attention to it, then we find it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I just think it's just a unique thing, you know?
It is.
I hope.
And everybody should try and pay attention to it and see if you can catch it.
What can it hurt? What can it hurt to take a peek out in your yard in the middle of the night, you know?
Exactly. Everybody should pay attention and get a chance to catch it.
Well, I'm disappointed. I just emailed myself that picture that Steph sent me, Artist61, and for some reason I can't open it up on my damn computer. This is flat out pissing me off.
All right. Well, the other thing that was being put out onto social, that in case stuff like that, this storm thing is supposed to disrupt electronics in all kinds of electronics. So phones and computers and actual electronics. So if there's something that goes on weird, everybody don't lose your mind. It's just because, we're going through some kind of solar storm, and it'll be all right.
I mean, it's going to be over in 2 days, so we'll see what happens. But if you get to see them, send me like a picture, would you?
Well, I've peeked out my door 4 times now, so it's right. Going on 11:45, so I'm looking out my door.
All right. Good deal, kiddo. Always good to talk to you, Goober.
All right. Love you.
Have a great night. Love you, too.
Me too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
CL Goober checking in from northern Indiana. It's dark, but she can't see anything yet. Not yet. We got the Texan checking in. How we doing, my man? The Texan.
Oh, man, doing all right. Enjoying your show, dude. Good content tonight, man. Good subject.
I would like to, gosh darn it, I would like to look out my front door and see the Aurora Borealis just once in my freaking life, you know? They say we got a shot, but...
You know, man, doing the job that I've done for over half my life now, I've never seen it. I thought we had an opportunity to see it, and it was really going to be a special moment because I was hauling cars at the time, the 10-car high rail, with the ramps and the hydraulics and all that stuff. And my son was actually, when he was like 9, 10 years old, was on the truck with me, and I took a load to Detroit, and they had been talking about this on the radio the whole time. I mean, we left California, headed to Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, and they were talking about this, hyping it up like crazy. and got up to Detroit there, offloaded the cars, man, and we were excited, and it went right outside of Detroit, and I made pallets up there on top of the 18-wheeler, and pulled the hydraulics up and everything, so pulled the ramps up where nobody could climb up there real easy to get to it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was Detroit, you know what I'm saying? And I had my 9mm with me and all that. We had some protection. But anyway, stayed up there right from about 30 minutes before sunset to like 3:30 in the morning, laying there on pallets side by side, waiting for and it was a perfect night, no clouds, and
Oh, man.
it was cool that night, and it was just like it never happened. All the way up to Detroit, Michigan, right up there at the Canadian border, it never happened.
I'll be damned.
And I was so dang disappointed, man. I really was. And, of course, my son was, too, because, I went through a divorce, and it was a long time before I got to see him and stuff. And we had just got back together, and that would have been just so awesome, man, for me and my son to be able to see that. But, yeah, I've never seen it. And I've been to Canada. I've been, all over, 48 states and everything. Never one time have I seen it. Almost 34 years.
Right now, I'm putting on the screen our friend Steph, Artist61, lives in Michigan, and she's up there outside of Flint, close to where all the cars were made and all that. And she sent me a picture of the Aurora Borealis from her house when you could see it. And it is, it's just breathtaking. It's freaking breathtaking. It is so freaking cool, man. This is...
I can imagine, though, that it's just like my reaction. I don't know if you saw it on YouTube or the show I did about the solar eclipse. Seeing many solar eclipses on TV and on the internet and everything, nothing describes what it looks like and the feeling that comes over you
when you see it in
happen.
person.
I can imagine it's the same thing with the, when you get a full Aurora Borealis effect.
Oh, man. It's got to be cool.
But, yeah, nope, never seen it. Thought we were going to see it, and everybody was saying they were talking about it just like this event. It was going to be seen so far south, they were talking about Oklahoma. And we're in freaking Detroit, and not a damn thing happened.
I hate that crap. I have the funniest... I don't know why. I just have the most sneaking suspicion I'm going to stay up late and we're not going to see anything down here where I live. But my fingers are crossed, man. My fingers are crossed. It would be fun. I have seen them. I went up to it in Alaska. It was spectacular, but yeah, it's been 25 years since I saw the Northern Lights. I want to see them again,
I've seen, meteor showers out there in the Arizona desert.
Oh, yeah.
And New Mexico and all that. I've seen sprites. You know what sprites are, right?
It's kind of like, isn't it like don't they call them a version of a flying saucer or something?
No. Sprites are an actual thing. It's a phenomenon that they discovered, I don't know, in the 50s or 40s, or I don't know when they discovered it, to be honest with you, here in the 19th century. It's lightning that shoots out of the top of a thunderstorm into outer space.
Really?
Yeah, it literally shoots all the way out into outer space, and they call them sprites. And certain conditions, you can see. I've seen that. Man, I've seen some of the most amazing weather events and astrological events. That's one thing I've never seen. Always wanted to see it. So, yeah, but they were hyping it up that year just like this, and we were right up there, and nothing happened, dude. I was so damn heartbroken. So was my son, which I guess bothered me more than anything.
Okay, I'm looking it up right now. I am looking it up right now. I see what you're saying. Wow. Interesting.
Oh, it's an amazing phenomenon most people don't even know about. I've actually seen that happen. The conditions have to be perfect, just perfect. But I've seen it probably 5 or 6 different times, sitting at out in the desert at a roadside park. Sun's going down, storms are rolling in, right time, right everything, and I'll be darned, dude.
I'm putting a picture of a sprite on the screen right now. It's the first color image taken of us. Dude, that is fucking wild looking. Wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, there you go. I see it right now, yeah. And that
Holy-
was the first color image. They got better images than that right now.
Wow.
But than that today.
Very
But,
cool.
You know, and I want to say something. So there's a thing going on in the chats there about you know, like I said, great show, great content you're doing tonight, and about the event that happened, you know, in the 1850s or whatever it was.
Mhm.
And then everybody started talking about knocking the power out, cell phones going out, internet going down,
Oh,
chaos
yeah, the whole-
and all this stuff. You know, I look at it like this, man. Like during the Q thing and all this, everybody was talking about, you know, the days of darkness and the internet going down and,
Oh, yeah.
you know, total hell breaking loose and all that. I mean, so what happens in a neighborhood when a storm hits, which I'm very familiar down here in Texas?
Yeah.
And
Well, all the
electricity
power goes out for 3. Dude, we've had snowstorms up here where we lost power for 5 days. 5 days.
Yeah, but you know, during a storm or something like that, what happens? Everybody within about 10 minutes opens their front door, walks outside, and starts talking to their neighbors.
Yes. Yes,
And
it
then
brings
the
people
neighborhood starts
together.
to come together. Hey, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in 6 months or a year. You need anything? We got extra this.
Yeah,
You know, oh, well, we got extra that. And then all of a sudden the neighborhoods start coming together.
exactly. Isn't it? I mean, that would be the greatest thing that could ever happen to us.
Honestly, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it would be total chaos.
No.
Unless after 3 days, you know, there was no...
Oh, I can tell you that the 15 through 20-year-olds would probably lose their shit, but the rest of us would be having a great time.
Yeah, I made that point. Prairie Fire and I were talking, and it was like, hey, you know, that's when they're going to rely and respect their elders, like
Exactly.
and the baby boomers. 'Cause
We
it's gonna be
we
like,
know how to handle this shit. It's just
Right.
like being a kid again.
right. I can't order my food to be delivered.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually got to do something. So yeah, there you go. That's how I see it.
Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely.
Hey,
Dude,
brother,
great
good show.
great to freaking talk to you, my friend.
Hey, before I go, I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, we were going to do a show Saturday night. I forgot it was Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I've got to work on Sunday, so there's not going to be a big show tomorrow night. Hopefully next weekend we'll get together and do the big show and hang out with you fellas, ladies and gentlemen
Amen.
out there. But got to cut her loose. I know some other people want to call in and talk to you. Love you, brother. Talk to you soon, and I'll see you down the road.
All right, my man. Always good to talk to you. Always good to talk to you. That is our friend. That's our friend, the Texan. And, you know, it's interesting. I look up and it's, folks, it's time for me to shut this one down. It is midnight back east, which, so it's time for your brother Zoe to shut this one right on down. I want to take a moment and let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Bingo. Gonzo. Yes. Done. Over. Done. That ship has sailed. Okay. So I want to thank the wonderful people who donated to this show tonight. There have been some amazing donations over at Pilled Foxhole. Let me shout out some names. Black Yoda. Due Diligence. Girl Patriot, Porpoiseful, The Texan. Oh, the Texan claimed his rock star badge. I see that from Prairie Fire. Thank you, Prairie Fire. Due Diligence, bring in the grog. Black Yoda again, and Due Diligence. He is not shy about throwing some support my way. Thank you, my brother. I greatly appreciate that. Appreciate you, like you'll never know. Like you'll never know. I have released the scratching over there at Pilled Foxhole. Okay. Now, back over here to Lemon Land. Let's get a gander. Let's see if I can do a little something over here again. Let's see if it takes this time. You know, I'm a little disappointed about something, though. And this bothers me. So the other night, I tried to release the treasure chest 2 times within like 10 minutes of each other. Okay? And I loaded up the chest and sent it out. And then I loaded it up again and it wouldn't let me send it out. So I thought, okay, I've got 300 some odd lemons in there. I'll just release it early on the next show. So earlier tonight in this program, I went to go release the treasure chest, and it had been cleaned out. All of those lemons were gone. Now, it wasn't a tremendous amount, but it was like 300, 350, something like that. I want to know where do my lemons go? Where did my lemons go? That's no fun. That's no fun. Okay, I have just added some more to the chest, and I'm going to try to distribute them again. Okay, it's letting me do it. So we are releasing the treasure chest for the second time right now. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here come the judge. Here come the judge. Here come the judge. Well, and the lucky people are, come on now. There it is. Artist 61 again. Lynn Winters again. Peggy Dancer, Dark Brain, and Alana Ray. I want to make sure I'm saying that right. Congratulations, you guys. Congratulations over there in Lemonland. That is wonderful. All right. One last time, I just want to remind you, if you could, if you would, if you remember to, would you vote for my daughter? Would you vote for my daughter? I want to get her back up on the list a little bit. I got to pump her up a little bit. I think Dad's going to have to intervene as only his wallet can. You know what I mean? I may have to do it. All right. Tomorrow at 11 Pacific, and it could happen a little earlier, but at least by 11 Pacific tomorrow, your brother Zoe is going to bring you the best classic rock known to man exclusively on Pilled Foxhole and also at D Live. Those are the only two channels you can find my classic rock show. It is 4 hours of classic rock. Sometimes it's 5 hours. Sometimes it's almost 6. But I'm going to be rocking the world tomorrow. Come join me, would you? Come join me. Pilled Foxhole or D Live. Thanks all of you for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I sincerely appreciate you dropping by. It has been a pleasure to hang out with you. Whoops, I went to the wrong picture. There we go. That's the one we want. That is the one we want. Let's light this up a little bit. Okay, good. We have us little waves in the background. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Please, if you get to see the Aurora Borealis tonight, please send me a picture. Please send me a picture. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Have a great night, everybody, and a wonderful weekend. Freaking love you all. Be good to yourselves. Be good to your neighbors. Continue to pray for our friends who need it so badly, because prayer works, people. It really, really works. Really, really works. Look at that. I want a lemon. I want a gold pill. That's beautiful. Thank you, Girl Patriot, for that great new sticker. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Holy cow. Holy cow. That is really bitchin'. That is really, really, really bitchin'. Look at that sticker. Look at that sticker. Frickin' cool. All right, everybody. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.